Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to our English forum. Can you guess what is the topic we are going to discuss today? Yes, of course, today we are going to discuss 4 different topics in this session. Now let us discuss 4 important topics: notice writing, report writing, email writing, and article writing. Let us proceed with the first topic, notice writing. Have you ever heard of this term, notice writing? So, before that, you should know what is a notice. A notice is a short piece of communication written in a formal style to convey important information to a group of people in an organization. So, what is a notice? It is a short piece of communication which conveys a message to a group of people, and it is written in a formal style, that is, it is not written personally. So where you have seen notice, generally you would have seen notice in the school display boards or in an educational institution. What is the purpose of notice? That is, if you want to announce something, it is displayed to a specific group of people on a display boards. So this is called as notice. So it is a short piece of communication to announce something to a specific group of people. So what are the features of notice? So very important. First one is a notice should be written within a box, and the name of the school or the organization should be written on the top, and the word notice, it should be written clearly, and the title should be very precise. That is, title should be very short and very clear, apt to the notice, and the notice should be very simple, and it should not be partial. That is, it should be impartial, and all the relevant information should be present in the notice. And after the information, you should write your name and designation. What is designation? That is the position you hold in school or institution, which is called as a designation. Example, if you are a school people leader, you have to write Arjun school people leader, assistant school people leader. That is called as designation. It should be mentioned in the lower left bottom corner. So a notice should be written within the box, and the name of the school and the word notice should be clearly mentioned, and the title should be very precise, that is very short, and it should be very simple and concise, and the notice should contain all the relevant information. And last, the name and the designation to be mentioned in the lower left bottom corner. That is name in the sense, for example, if you are giving the notice, your name and your designation, Priya is your name, and what is your designation? I am school people leader, sir, designation. So these are the important things should be followed while writing a notice. So once again, I'll repeat, the notice should be written within a box. It's a very important point, and the name of the school or the organization should be mentioned, and the word notice in capital letters should be mentioned, and the title of the notice, which should be very clear and very short, and the notice should be very simple. It should contain only a few lines, and it should be impartial. It should contain all the relevant information. Let us see the format of a notice. As I said before, first it should name of the organization, then the notice should be written, then date of issue, what is the title, and what is the content information which you are going to convey to the students or the public or specific group of people. Next, after signature, and what is a name and designation. What is designation? The position you hold in school or institution is called as designation. So this is the format of a notice. So it should be written within a box, and name of the organization or the institution, then a letter preceded by notice, which should be written in capital letters, and date of issue, and the title and content here refers to the information what you are going to convey to the specific group of people. And this your signature, that is whosoever is writing the notice should proceed with your signature and your name and designation. Designation, don't get confused, it's the position you hold in a particular school or institution is the designation. This is the format of a notice. Next, coming to notice writing, what are the 5 W's to remember? What is going to happen? Where it will take place? When it will take place? Who can benefit from the information? Whom to contact? These are the 5 W's you should keep in mind. That is, when you are going to give a notice, the main thing is what is going to happen. That is, what is the event which is going to happen? Where it is going to take place? That is, a place, the venue. Then when what takes place, that is, date and time should be mentioned, and who is going to benefit from the information, that is, whom you're going to convey the message and whom to contact. These are the 5 W's should be mentioned. So what is going to happen and where it is going to happen, what is the date and the time, and who is the audience going to benefit from the information, and whom to contact regarding this notice. These are the 5 W's. You should keep it in mind. So what are the 5 W's? What is going to happen, where it will take place, and when it will take place, who can benefit from the information, and whom to contact. These are the 5 W's should be kept in mind. Coming to a first example, you are the cultural secretary of your school. You have been asked to inform the students of class 6-8 about a drama competition in your school. Draft a notice in about 40 to 50 words to be put up on the school notice board with all necessary details. Enclose the notice in a box. This is the question. So you're the cultural secretary. You should inform the students about the drama competition. So the classes 6 to 8. So you have to prepare a notice. It should be within 40 to 50 words. And this notice, after preparing, you should pin up on the display boards. So all the necessary details should be enclosed within the notice. That is, it should be put up on the display boards. So this is the question. So what are the key points? You are the cultural secretary. So your designation is cultural secretary, to whom you are going to inform. Who is the audience? 6 to 8 students. That is class 6 to 8. What is the competition? Drama competition is going to be held in your school. It's a venue, your school, and the notice should be 40 to 50 words. So we shall discuss the answer. So Holy Child School, New Delhi is the title. Next notice, what is the heading? Drama competition. What is the date? 19th July 2013. The content you see, an inter-house drama competition will be held in school auditorium. Where is the venue? That is place, school auditorium, on date 20th August. Students of class 6 to 8 willing to participate should give their names to the undersigned. Undersigned, that is the person in charge, before 30th July. Auditions will be on 31st July. For further information, meet the undersigned during school hours. So, cultural secretary, the name, so they have written XYZ, what is the designation? Cultural secretary. So, the drama competition which is going to held in the place auditorium, school auditorium on 20th August, and who is going to benefit from the class 6 to 8 students. If they are willing to participate, they should register the names to the person in undersigned is nothing but the person in charge, and the auditions will be taken on 31st July. So in case of any information, you should contact the in charge person. Undersigned refers to the in charge person. So what is the title of the notice? It's a drama competition, and where it is going to be held, and what is the information to be passed, and who are the people going to be benefited from this notice. So these are the key elements which is present in notice. Now let us learn report writing. So what is a report? Report is nothing but, if you want to convey some information, then you will be writing a report. How a report should be? It should be organized, factual, and objective. What is organized? That is, it should be ordered in sequentially. Next, what is objective? Objective is nothing but, you should not write your personal feelings in the report. What happened as such should be presented in the report. That is objective. And a report is a comprehensive document. What is comprehensive? It is overall a complete document which covers all the aspects of subject matter of study. That is, if you are going to write a report about an accident, you should cover all the matters which is related to the accident, the date, place, where, who is affected by the accident, what happened. So all these things should be recorded. This is called as report writing. So once again I'll explain what is a report. A report writing is a comprehensive document. It is a complete document which covers all aspects of subject matter of study. How it should be organized, factual and objective. So organized, that is, it should be arranged properly in sequence. Facts, only the facts should be provided. Whatever happened on spot should be recorded, and it should be objective. That is, you should not enter your personal feelings in report writing. So whatever happened as such should be presented in a report writing. Now let us discuss some of the key features of report writing. Before that, you should know what is a report. A report is a piece of first-hand information about an accident or an event. What is first-hand information? First-hand information is nothing but you are collecting all the data on spot. It is not passed by somebody else. You are collecting as such from the place. And how it should be very brief. It should not be very elaborate. It is brief, that is concise, to the point it should be. And the most important point is it should be written in past tense, because the action which has been completed you are going to write or report. So it should be past tense, and you have to provide a suitable title and the name of the person who is writing the report, and the date and the place from where it was written. Everything should be mentioned clearly. So it should be written in past tense, and a suitable title for the report should be given, and the reporter's name and the place, date where it has been written, everything should be mentioned. Now let us discuss the format of a report. First one is the title of the report. It's very important. It should be brief. Second one, the report writer's name. That is the person who is writing the report. His name should be mentioned. For example, if you are writing the name, you are the reporter. So your name should be mentioned clearly. Next, name of the event and the date, time and the date should be mentioned clearly, and the place where it has occurred and the purpose of the event. For example, if you are going to report about a sports day celebration of your school, then you have to explain who is the chief guest and what are the programs, and all the details should be mentioned clearly. Above all these things should be recorded in simple past tense, because you are writing a report of what has happened or completed in the past. So a report writing should be very factual. You should not allow your personal feelings. You should write as such occurred in the past, whatever. Now let us see an example of report writing. See the question. Your school has recently organized a workshop on disaster management. Prepare a report for local newspaper based on the program. You are Akash Roy, staff reporter of Times of India. So what is the topic? That is workshop on disaster management, and you are going to write a report for the newspaper. And who is a reporter? You are Akash Roy, and he is a reporter of Times of India. You should imagine yourself as Akash Roy, staff reporter of Times of India. So coming to the answer, so what is the title of the report? ABC School organizes workshop on disaster management. What is a disaster? Disaster is a sudden accident or natural calamities which affects the livelihood of people. What is disaster management? It's nothing but the organization which is responsible for the recovery of the people. So, who is a reporter? Akash Rai, staff reporter, Times of India, place Agartala, 12th December. So, what they are going to discuss? They are going to discuss about earthquakes mainly. So, this ABC school along with Red Cross Society, that is Indian Red Cross Society, they have focused on a talk on disaster management. So, how many persons participated? 100 teachers and 250 students from various educational institutions participated in the workshop. The chief guest is Mr. Ahuja, who is a society secretary. And what he did, he cited statistics, that is, he presented statistics of disaster and what are the preventive measures can be taken regarding this disasters, all these disasters. Next, the session was very interesting, and they presented with a multimedia report, that is a PowerPoint presentation for the better understanding of the audience. And who was the another chief guest? Mr. Kashiram Singh. And what they discussed about the rehabilitation and the relief work, that is how to recover from all this disaster and what are the relief measures can be provided. So all NSS volunteers of the school was very helpful in organizing this program and making this program a grand success. Now let us discuss what is article writing. Article writing is the process of creating non-fiction text about current or recent news. What is non-fiction? First you should know what is fiction. Fiction, it is nothing but a story. So article writing is not based on any story. So it is a non-fiction. It should be about current happening or recent news. And it can be items of general interest or specific topics. So article writing is based on general topic or specific topic, and it is published in newspapers and magazines. So where can you see these articles? So it is usually published in newspapers and magazines. So article writing is a piece of writing which is complete in itself, which is published in newspaper and magazine. So you can take a newspaper and have a look at it. You can see the article. So the title of the article will be very interesting, and it will generate the curiosity among the readers. Coming to the key features of the article, what are the important points to be remembered? First, you should write the title of the article, then the writer's name should be mentioned. Next, coming to the content of the article, you can divide the article into 3 parts. That is, first one is introduction you can give, and the main body of the article you can write, and last one is the conclusion part. Additional information can be added if necessary. So, which is called as introductory paragraph, descriptive paragraph, additional information, conclusion. So title of the article is essential, the writer's name, and the article can be divided into 2 or 3 paragraphs. So these are the ingredient of writing an article. So you have seen articles in newspaper. An article should create interest among the readers. That is, the title of the article should create interest, and the author's name and the designation. That is, if you are a staff reporter, that is your designation, and the picture related to the subject, which gives a beautiful presentation of the article and the matter of the article, which is very important. What are the important points to be remembered? First one, choose words and phrases carefully so that they exactly express your ideas. So you should be very careful in the selection of words and phrases. So what is a phrase? A group of words which does not have a finite verb. Do not use unnecessary words. So unnecessary sentences, unnecessary words should be omitted. It should be very brief. Avoid repetition and padding. That is, you should not repeat the sentence in all the 3 paragraphs. Frame short, simple and idiomatic sentences. That is, the sentence which you frame should be very short and it should be understandable to the public. Be clear in what you write. So you should be clear. That is, your thoughts should be clear. Do not use words which are not fully known to you. So whatever which is known to you should be presented in the article. Be natural. Do not imitate other writers. So you should not copy from others. Whatever you know, you should write it in your article. You should express your own ideas in your style. Coming to the example, first question, grow more trees to reduce pollution. Write an article in 150 to 200 words on the topic given above for your school magazine. So you're going to write about how to reduce pollution by growing more trees. So you're going to write an article about 200 words. So see, answer, grow more trees to reduce. This is the title, and Radhika has written the article and she has started the article. I said that the article can be divided into 2 or 3 paragraphs. So introductory session, That is introductory note. Trees or poems. The earth rides upon the sky. She starts with a quote. So trees and plants are one of the main reasons why mankind came into existence. The importance of planting trees has been emphasized again. This is because of the numerous benefits they offer. So this article is about what? Growing more trees to reduce pollution. They make the world a better place to live in. They exhale oxygen and inhale carbon dioxide to maintain the ecological balance in the environment. So what the trees do? They exhale oxygen and inhale carbon dioxide to maintain the balance in the environment. And they absorb all the harmful gases and refreshes us with the air, gentle air. So trees build a sheet to protect us from ultraviolet rays. That is, it protects from ultraviolet rays, and it's a habitat for birds and various species, and it helps in water pollution and prevents soil erosion. So the place is inhabited by large number of trees are quite cooler compared to concrete jungles that cannot do without air conditioners. So the importance of the tree, which is highlighted in this passage. Unfortunately, urbanization is leading to clearing of the forests and parks despite the numerous benefits they offer. So what we people are doing? We are cutting the trees, that is deforestation, which results in what? The habitats of all the species being destroyed. So these also serve as a safe place for the kids to play and socialize. The only way left to preserve them and reap these benefits, growing them fast. So you should grow more and more trees. So what is a Chinese proverb? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So do your bit and make this place more beautiful. Thank you. Now let us discuss what is email writing. Email writing is the fastest means of communication, that is communicating the ideas in a faster and an easy way. An email is an electronic mail. It is a message which may contain text files and images sent through a network to a group of people or individual people. So what is an email? It is an electronic mail. It may be a text, image or files which is sent through a network, and it can be passed to an individual people or group of people. There are two kinds of email, formal email and informal email. Formal email is nothing but when you are sending messages to any organization or business sectors, then it is called as formal email. Informal email, as you know, that when you are sending any mail to your relatives, that is brother, sister, father, mother, etc., that is informal email. How to begin a mail? That is, dear sir, dear madam. So you have to begin in a very polite manner. So coming to the do's and the don'ts of emails. So in email, you should use only simple grammar and the simple sentences. So you should not use a complicated sentences. And you should use only a limited number of words. It's exactly different from letter writing. So only few words which describes what is the content of the mail. So use paragraphs to keep the email clear. You can split the paragraphs for easy understanding of the concept. So you should not use abbreviation, acronyms, smileys, and you should not write in capital letters, etc. So these are the do's and the don'ts. So you should use simple grammar and the simple sentences. You can split the paragraphs. All these things are very important in email writing, and the email writing should be very subjective, very informative, and the most important is what is the information you are going to provide, and you can place it in a bullets or numbering to make the message very clear. That is point wise also you can present your information, and irrelevant issues should be avoided. Your personal information which not take a place in email writing, and the capital letters should not be allowed in email writing. So it should be informative, and it should be according to the subject, and numbers and bullet points can be included for the message to be very clear. And what are the steps to be followed email writing? First one is subject line, then salutation, body of the mail, then a signature. So these are the 4 things which is very essential to be followed while email writing. So what is the subject line? Salutation is dear sir, dear madam, body of the email, then your signature. So all these things are very important. Next, from address to address CCC. What is from address? That is from whom you are sending. That is from address to address CCC. So to address to whom you are sending, and CC is carbon copy, BC is blind carbon copy. You don't need to worry about BCC. CC is carbon copy. So carbon copy is nothing but when you want to send the mail to many persons, you will be using this carbon copy. So it can be sent to many people. Mostly the organization will be using CC. Otherwise we can use from address and to address. Let us see an example. This is to notify you all that an inter-college competition is going to be conducted in our college on Jan 25th from 11 a.m. in auditorium. Everyone is therefore invited to take part in the competition so that our department can win. So what is the question? Inter-college competition is going to be held in a college. The date is January 25th, the time 11, in venue is auditorium. So you have to write an email. So you should keep all the points which has been discussed in the previous slides. You should use very simple sentences and it should be very informative. So for further queries, feel free to contact. Thanks, then your name and the class representative. All these things you should write. So these are the main features of the email writing. Coming to the assignment session, 3 assignment questions have been given to you. First question, you have recently attended your school Golden Jubilee celebration. Write a short report about it. Second question, prepare a notice about parent-teachers meeting to be held in your school. Third question, write an email to the chief guest inviting him or her to your school annual sports day. So you can attend any 2 questions. Options are given. So kindly go through all the 4 types of writing: report writing, article writing, email writing, etc. Kindly go through all the rules and attend any 2 questions. Thank you, students.